Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the North Carolina another L this week, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Oh, look out! And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the...
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, North Carolina!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through.
He's loose. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they tacked on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
Capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to power their way ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He gets a block. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got the first down and more. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They keep attacking through the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football. Coaches are going to give that squarely to somebody.
He gets it in! Touchdown, Cougars! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way. Big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They want to run this quarterback. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Running back searching for a hole. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 30. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing and squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
Black 24. Black 24.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. This quarterback part of their running game. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not...
And the pass is intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Grease, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback are smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Just wonder if that last interception the quarterback threw last drive is starting to affect him and what he's seeing right now. He's seeing ghosts. Doesn't look very confident throwing the football. He's lucky the defense dropped that last throw.
The back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll take another shot here. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Looking for space. It's Charles. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on complete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with...
He's going up top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flying down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UNC.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got a man. It's Charles.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got him wide open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll throw it on first down. He's going to fire deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start the second half. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense comes onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football.
The expressway is wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
For a jet sweep to work, you've got to have a lot of speed with the ball carrier, but how about the blocking downfield by his fellow receivers and his teammates going downfield and getting a hat-on-hat? Nice job.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll take it himself. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? You've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
Well, I think sometimes on 1st and goal like that, you're just trying to get up to the line of scrimmage early. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. So you go quarterback sneak, you find the crease, you plow forward, and it worked. They score a touchdown.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The give to the back. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Fighting off the defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Safe completion on the screen. Oh, the 360. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And
a shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Handoff from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
24, Houston, 21.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, North Carolina 24, Houston 21.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. to the ground with the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. And now on 3rd down after that last run. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. That's caught. It's Robinson. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
The give to the back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hand off from the shotgun. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Past the 50. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box.
Going deep. Man, it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it out. It's in goal. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Houston. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back there. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch? The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
All right, offense, it's your turn. We got to get something together here. You got to get 2 scores, so they got to work fast. Defense, we just did our job. We just got you the ball back. I know there's still a long way to go, but got to make something happen really quickly.
And he hauls it in at the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You've got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Going to the ground. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
The defense will take a timeout. 20. With the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.